What does the scent of childhood mean to you? For many of us, it's that timeless aroma, a fragrance of comfort, nostalgia, and purity. This fragrance is often associated with the brand Medimix, a brand that has uniquely blended the goodness of Ayurveda with skincare. Joining us today to talk about it is Rupa Murudkar. Thank you so much for joining us today, Rupa.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's indeed a pleasure to join you. Cholayil, in fact, Medimix has been a part of my nostalgia growing up here in Maharashtra. It's a part of my daily routine as well. So more than happy to, head the marketing for this brand.
It's wonderful. So let's dive right in. We have to talk about your latest TV campaign. It features your recent brand ambassador, Amrita Khanvilkar, along with Gujarati sensation Rajpriya. So, can you tell me more about the conceptualization of this campaign and what were the core insights that drove the creation of this campaign?
Sure. So in today's era, consumers are naturally gravitating towards Ayurvedic or more organic and natural products. And Medimix is deeply rooted in natural or Ayurveda kind of a genre. It's also evolving with its consumers who are seeking more modern formats. So marketing, for that matter, also thrives in the grey today, where mass celebrity campaigns are driving a personalized message, and digital influencers are having a mass appeal. So this exactly was the insight for us at Cholayil, wherein we thought we'll get the blend of both the worlds, and that is how we strategized the fundamental for this campaign. Wherein we have a 3-tier segmentation approach. We have segmented our markets in P1, P2 and P3. Maharashtra and Gujarat are identified as our P1 markets. So in these markets, especially in Maharashtra, we have a very healthy household penetration, roughly to a number of about 25%. And we have a very huge share when it comes to the natural segment. We have a share of about 50% in natural segment when it comes to Medimix as a brand. So that's why we identified these as our key geographies. And our approach in these geographies would be to get a higher share of the purchase basket by converting more consumers. And this is exactly why we were thrilled to announce Ms. Amrita Khanvilkar and Ms. Rajpriya as the face of the brand in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Ms. Amrita, of course, comes with her pan-India appeal, while she's also a very beloved face in Maharashtra. Ms. Kinjal comes with her digital connect and her fondness by the Gujarati audience. So this is like a perfect yin-yang approach which gives us the best of both the worlds. And it basically thrives storytelling in a more regional, in a more culturally resonating manner. So that was the insight behind this.
Wonderful, wonderful, and it seems to be really working. Is there any ROI, though it's really early, I know, but is there any ROI or like consumer feedback that you have seen for this campaign so far?
Yeah, so we've just launched it a couple of days ago on 4th of August. However, the feedback that we're getting, because we have feet on street, so at least in the initial couple of days, the feedback that we're getting from our partners, our distributor partners or our trade partners, we're getting a very positive word of mouth from them, because these are exactly the problems that consumers face. It's actually the voice of millions of consumers. So the campaign Nakhre Wali to Nikhar Wali, actually, let me take you back 50 years ago. In 1969, Dr. V.P. Sidhan, who was actually the founder of Medimix, he was a railway doctor. And there were a lot of railway workers who used to come to him with skin issues. So issues like dullness, dryness, acne, skin problems. And Dr. V.P. Sidhan and his wife, practicing doctors, they came up with this concoction of 18 herbs. So they made the soap back in their house. And that concoction is called Viprati oil, which is the DNA of our classic green soap. And it gave visible results. So all the skin problems that consumers face in day-to-day lives have a solve with Medimix's 18 herbs solution. And this is exactly how, with a very deep consumer connect, right from 50 years ago till now, the problems still remain the same. So this is how exactly we devised the strategy and the communication collateral that you're seeing right now.
Lovely. And as you mentioned, right now we have the campaign in Hindi, Gujarati and Marathi. As the year progresses, will we be seeing more targeted regions and more ads coming out in different languages?
Currently, we don't have any such announcements at the moment. However, what's clear is a regional approach or a hyperlocal approach is no longer it's no longer optional. It's in fact essential. So, understanding the pulse of the consumer that you're talking to, thinking, talking, living their experience is extremely critical for a marketeer, and hence we will always keep taking the regional approach as long as we have the 3-tier segmentation strategy in place.
Perfect. Good that you brought it up. I also read about this 3-tiered marketing market segmentation strategy by Cholayil. So, can you tell us more about it? What are the priority markets that you identified under this segmentation, and how does this framework work?
Definitely. So, in the 3-tier market segmentation strategy, we've identified our P1, P2, and P3 markets. P1 markets are primarily Maharashtra and Gujarat for us, wherein, like I said, Maharashtra, we have a household penetration of about 25%, and we have a significant market share of about 50% in the natural segment. Similarly, Gujarat also, we have a market share of a solid double-digit number in the range of 30%. So, in these markets where there's so much love and trust for the brand, our approach would be to develop these further and to get a further share of purchase basket. So that's the approach for P1 markets. In P2 markets, our approach is to drive larger awareness, to get more consumers to try the products. So those will be our P2 markets. And P3 markets, right now, we are not focusing on them. In the later future, we will focus on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Rupa, tell me this, Medimix is something that is traditionally associated with a legacy and Ayurveda, which in this modern and evolving market, something Gen Z may or may not associate with. So what do you do? What is your strategy in trying to evolve brand innovation wise and product innovation wise to appeal to the Gen Z consumer?
Definitely. So, Medimix, the classic soap that comes with 18 herbs. What we've done is we have synergized the products in the portfolio. So, the benefit of Ayurveda, the Gen Z audience that you're talking about, are seeking more natural, Ayurvedic, and more cleaner, transparent solutions nowadays. So, in a way, Ayurveda is getting revived and revamped with the Gen Z audience, more to say, in fact, even the Gen Alpha audience. So, in order to address their requirement, what we've done is we have also launched a huge range. In fact, the range is right in front of you, wherein we have the benefit and the goodness of Ayurveda in Medimix anti-pimple face wash. We've launched body washes. We've launched hand washes. And also what we've done is in soaps as a category, we have a wider segmentation now. So while there is a classic soap that's available, we have also amplified our portfolio by launching a glycerine range. So we have the benefits of 18 herbs that were there now in the glycerine range, now in the face wash range, and the body wash and hand wash ranges.
Tell me more about your marketing mix. How do you get to your consumer? Between traditional medium and digital medium, who takes the lion's share? Because you are still targeting Gen Z, but your consumers are in different sectors. Tell me more about it.
Sure. So in terms of marketing mix, for the newer formats for Gen Z consumers, these newer formats like face washes and body washes, newer consumers have more consumption of digital as a platform. So in marketing mix, what we've done is for these newer formats, we have 100% spent on digital platform. So that's how we're addressing the Gen Z consumption pattern. When it comes to soaps, we have a lion's share on traditional media because it's largely backed by general trade and offline sales. So that's the marketing mix.
Okay, great. And I remember about 2 years ago, Medimix had a large transit and OOH advertising across Mumbai, especially Azad Nagar metro station, if I remember correctly, was there was branding of Medimix all across. Do you think you will be reviving that OOH platform for this campaign as well?
Yeah, in fact, the Azad Nagar metro station branding was also a part of our hyperlocal strategy, wherein we take one market or one cohort, one cluster at a time. We develop it and we expand it further. So it gave us good results in terms of household penetrations, and that's been our learning. And that is why we plan to take it forward also with this campaign and develop our cluster and cohort in Maharashtra and Gujarat.
Lovely, lovely. Looking forward to seeing those innovative.
Excited to see it on ground.
Absolutely. Rupa, this is a very big year for you, like a milestone. You just took on this Herculean task of being the head of marketing for such a traditionally rooted company. And so I want to know, what are your takes? How do you plan to take this legacy forward, and what will you bring to the table in your own way?
So it's actually an honor, and I'm humbled to lead such a legacy brand. And if you were to ask me as a marketer, there are of course 4 P's that come into play, but the biggest P or the core of the marketer remains the product. If the product is great, it works wonders for the consumer and in their life. So we are having a very strong innovation pipeline in place. So like you talked about Gen Zs, we are also working to address Gen Alphas. So all that work is happening in the background, wherein how do we make Ayurveda or natural segment as a format available to the younger audience, more modern audience? How do we bring it across to them in the formats they are more accessible or used to, they find more convenient? So we'll be working in a very Herculean manner in the innovation phase, in the creative phase, and in the marketing phase.
Lovely, lovely. So will there be more influencer partnerships going forward? Because even with Kinjal, you tapped into the influencer segment, right? So is that something we can look forward to in the upcoming years?
Yeah, so the broader industry trend is that there is decentralization of influence. Consumers nowadays are navigating towards voices of their own region, languages that are spoken in their region, think, talk, and live in the experiences of their region, because that gives them more trust. It is more about storytelling in a very narrative manner, such that they can culturally resonate with the voice that's coming from the other end. And hence, influencers for that matter is not optional anymore. It is essential. And hence, honing our digital strategy, we will also be collaborating with influencers going forward.
Lovely. And you also mentioned this very interesting line: hyperlocal is no longer an option. But so, tell me more about, like, in your personal opinion, how important is hyperlocal marketing for like the FMCG sector, especially for a legacy brand like Medimix?
Like I said, because consumers today relate more or have more trust when it comes to listening to a voice that's coming from their land. So mass celebrities have a very good scale and stature. What regional celebs bring is a lot of deep cultural resonance. So when they speak in their languages. They talk about the experiences of that land, which are far more relatable. And hence, hyperlocal as a strategy is far more targeted to the consumer of our P1 markets, and that's the strategy that we're going to follow.
Another thing that is very interesting, so while there is no official data on how Medimix has any collaboration with like any with the hospitality or hotel sector, you do end up finding these soap bars of Medimix in the hospital, in many hotels that you go to. So is that something that you will be taking forward? Would there be any brand collaboration that is part of your larger marketing strategy?
So that's a part of our institutional business, and while there are no focused marketing efforts on that business, what it does ultimately is help us drive trials for the brand inevitably. So that's going to continue to be a part of our institutional business, while marketing will focus on our traditional media and the larger platforms for Gen Z audience like face washes and body washes. Yeah.
Gen Z, that reminds me. About last year, I read a lot of reports about how Medimix was going viral abroad. There were a lot of foreigners talking about how the natural ingredients like turmeric were really helping their skin. And so, this natural buzz that was created, did it play into your global marketing strategy at some point?
Definitely, though I'm not authorized to speak on the exports business, but we are now widely present in 30 plus countries. So the love for the brand and the trust for the brand has grown to an extent that merely with word of mouth, we've been able to be present in over 30 plus countries across the globe.
Thank you. We're really looking forward to the products that will come out.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for taking our time. It's in fact been a pleasure to partner with you on Impact. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.